That's right, this is the 1-year hair transplant review or results video that I was supposed to upload, I think I remember back in September. So it's been a little bit more than a year. You know, Happy is not known for being on time for anything, so can't blame me, it's just who I am. For those of you who don't know what I looked like before, this is what I looked like. As you can see, the corners were much higher. They were just bald spots from the start. I mean, I wouldn't call them bald spots. I just had these two empty, fine, I'll call them bald spots. Well, I don't know if that's accurate or not. But they would go all the way up to here and then come back down, which made my forehead look really, really big. But now I can draw my fingers across my forehead like this and it goes down. How awesome is that? Thing is, my forehead actually hasn't gotten smaller at all, really, because this part right here is the important part, and this part right here is still a freaking 5-head. Look at that. It's my whole hand. What I really wanted when I first went to the clinic was to have my entire hairline lowered by basically a pinky's width, or even like this, really. So instead of having this big forehead, I would have something like this, which makes my face look smaller in general. Unfortunately, the only way for me to do that really in reality is by cutting the actual scalp and pulling it down. The thing is, even if it heals, there's a giant red scar or a very obvious scar that goes across. Funny enough, a lot of women actually use that method to fix their hairline. Why can they get away with it and we can't? Well, not we so much as me. Women usually have their hair down, so it covers the scar. It's not as obvious, so they can wear headbands and things like that. With men, especially ones like me who do their hair up, there's nothing like that can hide the scar. So, you know, I'm not trading my hairline now for a lower hairline with a thick-ass scar. And the transplant method wouldn't work either because it would require way too many follicles. It would just make the back of my head look weird. I believe I've kind of checked myself out a couple times, like I do every day. If I buzz cut my head in the back, you can tell where the follicles were taken out. It is much thinner. However, once the hair kind of grows in like 2-3 millimeters, it becomes much less obvious. Let's talk about the hair transplants. They're strong. Like, I can pull them without being afraid of them popping out like they're like fake implants or something that'll fall out if you push too hard or pull too hard. I've also bleached them before. See how the tips here are blonde? Bleached or whatever color they're supposed to be. And they're fine. They work just like regular hair. So it's kind of basically like magic. However, I bet you can tell in the video, especially if the light hits just right, that the corner hair area here is thinner than the rest of my hair. I believe it works. You know, if I pull the hair up on this side as well, you'll be able to tell. The thing is, I always style my hair up like this, so it's much less obvious on this side. But on this side, if I tilt my head up, you can tell that it is thinner. You can see the scalp all the way through. In the first video, I did say one way to fix this is makeup. Just put in black powder or black eyeshadow or whatever in that area, and it should just darken and get rid of that slight thin look. I don't get infections or scabs and stuff anymore. I used to during the healing process for quite a long time. There would be little pockets of like infections. I know it sounds bad, but it's not actually that bad. I would go back for my monthly checkup and he'd pop them and then be like, you know, you have to clean them properly and put the medicine on. I don't know if it's medicine or whatever, but you have to clean them properly, otherwise they're gonna keep getting infected. And I was like, I just a dirty boy. I don't get those infections anymore. Once again, none of the process was painful at all, except for the anesthetic shots right at the beginning. The healing process didn't hurt at all. Zero pain. Incredible if you think about it, because you're basically just being stabbed over and over again, but no pain at all, which is super weird. The procedure itself, very happy with it. Very happy with the way it turned out. However, I am not completely satisfied with my hairline, and that has to do with the fact that I wanted it at least a finger width lower. So even though I did get the transplant in, and I do like how my hair looks much more now with the styling, because it's not so, the hair isn't so high up anymore, like it's at a normal height. There's a grain of truth to it, how people are like, oh, it doesn't matter how much you fix, you're still gonna try, you know, see something else that you want to fix, or you're not gonna be completely satisfied with the way you look. It could be true, and it's definitely true in this case, because I still pull down my hairline when I take selfies using editing software. So I guess, yeah, if I had like a genie, I know actually I probably wouldn't use one of the three main wishes on a hairline because that would be dumb. There's so many other things that I would wish for. But if I got like a bonus throwaway wish that like wasn't a super overpowered wish, yeah, I'd probably lower my hairline. Better yet, I would probably just be like, I want like the ability to change the way my hair looks just with my imagination, and it just looks like the way I want it to look. There goes my prep time in the morning. The thing is also, I wasn't balding. These empty spots, these bald spots, weren't there because I was experiencing balding. That's a completely different thing. It's just the way that I was born. If I was balding, I probably wouldn't go through with this procedure because the thing is, the hair that you move from the back up here will keep growing like fully because hair doesn't usually bald down here. I think I read somewhere. And so there's actually a lot of cases of people balding that had their widow's peaks filled in, and then it just left them with these two tufts of hair while the rest of their hair continued to bald, which is really weird. And basically, if I start doing that, I'm just gonna shave my hair clean. It's better to look like a Chinese monk than a Chinese clown. Ain't nobody want to look like Krusty. To new viewers, I hope this was informational for you if you're looking for like results of hair transplants. And for those of you who've already subscribed, thank you very much for watching the video and staying true to us. Please, if you do subscribe, or if you have subscribed, definitely click that bell icon so you get notifications for the videos. And please watch our videos because we put some effort into them. One more thing, this hair transplant was sponsored by Soul Guide Medical. They did not tell me what I had to say, or even that I had to say only good things or anything like that. And actually, I didn't even really have to say this part, but I thought it would be a fair thing to do. So if you're interested in hair transplants or cosmetic surgeries or even skincare in South Korea, go check out soulguidemedical.com and ask them for a consultation. It's free. Why not? But a piece of advice, obviously I'm biased because I got the transplant sponsored for free by Soul Guide Medical. So you should still do your research, still contact multiple agencies if you would like and learn more. Because being informed is the best way for you to get the best deal that you can on whatever procedures you are looking for. And as always, stay fancy.